By the way, did you guys read, and I thought it was a great column, Sally Jenkins' column on Snyder over the weekend?
Buried him.
And she roasted that guy.
Just destroyed him.
I agree with every word.
Schneider.
I agree with every word.
Absolutely.
What was her biggest criticism? I didn't read it. I had heard.
Oh, you got to read it.
Well,
it's
that
really
everybody's
good.
disposable. Not only
But he
the
treats
high,
people. He treats people like dirt.
not only the high
And the
profile
reason there's so
guys.
much dysfunction is you can only blame him.
Yeah, that's true.
It was
At the end of the day,
it was a really good, well-written column.
did she also allude to the fact, like what I've been alluding to lately, that if I was Bruce Allen, I would watch my back because
Yes, she did talk about that.
Did she? Yeah, it's great because I think that's true because he's going to look around and go, man, we're just getting crushed
She
here
said,
for Bruce.
She said eventually Bruce will be the fall guy.
And Jay Gruden, the same thing.
Yeah, well,
It'll
Jay, of
happen to
course,
him
your head
eventually.
coach, they all get fired.
Well, that happens to most organizations.
Yeah, true, but when Bruce is like best buddies and, you know, I don't know, kind of the hatchet guy for him. It's like Vinny, the volleyball, or the, what was he, the racquetball buddy. You never really thought that Bruce or that Dan would turn on him, but he did.
Turns on everybody.
He'll turn on Bruce, too.
Yep.
It's just a matter of when.
Even though it was mad chaos for 2 weeks, you mentioned this with Jason LaConfora. If you just looked at the offseason moves on paper, we don't know how the guys are going to fare. It actually looks like they've done a decent job so far.
They went cheap
via
on the
free
defensive
agency.
line instead of
Who
bringing
knows?
in
I
a
mean,
guy like
the guy-
Poe.
Like you said,
They got two guys.
They had to sign somebody.
Right. Swearinger's apparently, Scott McClure loved them.
Okay, that's a good one.
And you know what? Swearinger might work out. But these other guys, no one knows how good McLean and who's the other guy?
Stacey
McGee.
McGee.
No one knows
Yeah.
how good those guys are. They're just big, fat guys.
Right.
They're
I
low
have
cost
no-
guys.
I
And
have
with
no
Pryor,
comment
I
on
know
them.
you like Pryor.
I like
and
Pryor.
they needed to sign a receiver.
But you know what I didn't like? I actually didn't like they only signed him to 1 year because I think it's weird. I think it's weird. By the same token, he's unproven. He's only had 1 year.
He's unproven.
Other thing about Pryor,
But-
I heard somebody mention, so he had 77 catches, right?
Yeah.
77 catches for 1,000 yards. Hit over 140 targets.
Yeah. Well, he's
Well,
butt
he
raw.
Yeah, he's just started playing.
And
the
he
position
didn't
like-
have good
The quarterback
quarterback
was
play.
throwing him the ball.
He didn't have
I
good
understand
quarterback
Just
that.
play.
garbage.
That's probably a lot of jump balls.
Now, he's also a guy
a lot
that-
of 50-50 balls.
He's
Come
also a
down
guy
50
that you can play in the Wildcat if they whip that out. He can play quarterback in a pinch, and you can,
Yeah,
you
but
can
I
have
don't really
run
want
the
to do.
ball.
I don't want to do
hate
that.
it.
Do you
He's
want to
good-
do that? Do you want?
No, but I mean, it's a wrinkle for Jay Gruden. He might have him line up under center at
possibly.
times.
Okay, 3 times.
For 1 year, $8 million. You know, it's only $6
If he has a
million
great year,
guaranteed.
he's probably going to leave. So
Right.
It's like a rental. So
Correct.
we're renting Terrelle Pryor.
Well, you
which
might
is-
be renting Kirk too,
which I know, which
So
is
who knows?
disgusting.
but they needed to sign somebody. So, were there better guys out there? Absolutely.
I will say it's going to be exciting when they're in the red zone. Although they're going to throw fades all the time. Like you
Oh, now
thought
they've
you
got
thought
some
you were
toys
unhappy
to do it with.
Now they'd be throwing fades all the
Well,
time.
if they have
'cause-
somebody who can bring it down, I have no problem with it.
okay, I still think it's low percentage play in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just chuck it up in the corner.
Yeah, but if you have a
Hope the tall
6'4"
guy
Terrell
gets it.
Pryor on like a 5'9" corner, I like that play. I
Pretty
like
much
the
all
matchup.
of their plays in the red zone last year were low percentage.
why didn't they-
Until they finally realized feed, read.
Didn't Terrell Pryor only have 4 touchdowns last year? Am I right
Not
about
sure
that
the
number?
touchdown
Yes.
numbers.
It was
So
low.
why didn't they
Because
just
the
throw fades to him
Browns-
every time they were in the
Because
red
the
zone?
Browns stink. They didn't score a lot.
I mean, is
Probably
Robert
weren't in the red zone
Is
that
Robert
often.
really going to connect with you in the red zone?
Well, Robert only played a few
played like
games.
3 games.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a rookie
Josh
quarterback.
McCown.
Cody Kessler going
Well,
to
that's
really
what my
connect.
point is that if it's so easy, just chuck it up to a 6'4" guy, you'd have more than 4 touchdowns.
He was probably doubled a lot this year. Who else do they have?
At receiver, Andrew
Corey-
Hawkins.
Corey Coleman.
Right.
He was
Coleman
hurt.
was
He-
banged
he
up.
was hurt for a while, but yeah, they didn't have much.